At the War Memorial, Dan Duva with Philip Michael Devos. Well, let's start with the good news here. You scored your first goal of the season up in St. John's. Tell me about the play and how happy you were to get your first goal with the Crunch this year.
I was very happy. It was a little bit of a relief, get the first one in my back pocket. And the play is just, we've been talking a lot about going indirect by the boards because everything, they try to collapse in the middle. And our Korbov gave it to Brett Conley, who tapped it by the board in front of our bench. I just took it 2-on-1 with Danny Gauthier. And I was looking for him, couldn't find a passing lane, so it was, why not just put it on net and see what happens? And it was a good goal. The bad thing was that it was in a loss, but at the end of the day, we just need to rally tonight and get back on track.
And of course, the trip up to St. John's was perhaps the low point for Syracuse this year, losing 6-2 and then 5-1. What do you think have been the greatest challenges for the Crunch in recent days, leading to what have been some disappointing efforts?
Yeah, we just need to rally as a team. Like I said, there's a lot of players that are either injured or called up because they have injuries in Tampa. We just need to regroup as a team, build that chemistry, and go with that.
Last year you were part of this group. You played in 70 games in the regular season, all the playoff games. What can you take from last year's experience and apply it to this group? Even though there are so many different faces, you know what that experience is like. You were in Norfolk. You know what all of the success has meant to this group. How can you translate that and apply it to this group?
We just need to do the simple things, get back to the basics. We built something good 2 years ago, and we kept that going last year, going into all the way to the final. And it's a long season. It's not the time to panic, or to see stuff as a big mountain in front of us. We just need to keep it simple and make sure that we get back on the right track to make sure that we're peaking when playoff times come.
You've got head coach Rob Zettler, who is in his first full season as a head coach. Naturally, last year was with the team all season as an assistant, takes over as a head coach. This perhaps could be his most challenging time as a head coach. How do you think that the coaching staff has handled this situation and setting the right temper and the right mood?
Very good. They've said all the right things. They told us not to panic, but to realize what the situation is and make sure we get out of this. There's nobody who feels sorry for ourselves. We don't. We just need to figure it out. I mean, like I said, it's a long season. There's 25 guys on the team with 3-4 coaches and the training staff, everybody. We just need to push in the same direction, make sure we're on the same page. And it's just about working hard and doing the details. There's no secret things, or there's no magic stuff that will come out of nowhere. We're in the same process, in the same team, and we need to figure it out, everybody together.
In addition to the coaching staff trying to set the right mood, you also had your general manager, Julian Brisebois, up in St. John's. And the words that I've heard from Julian, well, first your reaction is not a good showing, I guess, for the GM, huh?
No, it wasn't the best weekend for anybody on the team, that's for sure.
No, but Julian's words, it seems to several guys, have been, hey, this is an opportunity. Sure, the chips are down, but this is a chance for guys, including yourself, because if it weren't for all the injuries and all the call-ups, you might not be here right now. So the word opportunity has come up a lot lately. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I've been treated well in Elmira, but obviously my goal is to play in the American Hockey League. I'm just trying to help this team win, and by doing that, I'm trying to help myself to stay here as long as possible. Obviously, there's injuries. Players are going to come back, but I feel like if I play well and the team's winning, I might stay here a little bit longer. So that's definitely my goal.
And you think that what you've been doing so far, you think that the opportunity that you've been given, are you seizing it in the way that you'd like?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2-3 games, it's different. It's more, it's faster. There's always a little 2-3 games that you need to adjust. But I thought I played okay in St. John's, and then tonight I got a chance, an even bigger opportunity. I feel like I'm going to have more ice time. And I'm just looking forward to it, and I'm going to try to make the most of it.
The coaching staff trying to find the right ways to tweak things, push the right buttons, and Rochester, the opponent tonight. So what are some of the things that have gone on the last couple of days in practicing and the morning skate to get the right group out there, whether it's line changes or strategy? What's been going on the last couple of days?
Yeah, there's, we're trying to get out to dig ourselves out of this hole. So there's new lines and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's about working and doing the little details. I mean, we made sure this morning that we had a good mojo, that everybody was smiling, that we had fun, because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. We're here to work and have fun, and we just need to bring that tonight.
Perhaps a good thing that Syracuse had a couple of days between its last game up in St. John's and the matchup here against Rochester tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a day off yesterday, and everybody just took time. I think we talked about that, to relax, to empty our head and think about nothing, and make sure that we're ready tonight, and we're gonna give our fans a good show.
As the Crunch take on the Rochester Americans at the War Memorial. Philip Michael Devos, thanks for your time. Best of luck against the Amerks.
Thank you, Dan.
With Philip Michael Devos, I'm Dan Duva.